So Sarah and I were not looking for another project trailer. We have a big project coming up in Maine in May, and we're getting ready for that. The opportunity kind of presented itself to purchase this fifth wheel unexpectedly, so we figured we'd get it and take a gamble. We got it at a good price because it's been sitting for about 5, 6, 7 years. Owner of this trailer is sick, lives in New York. He's not coming back down, so his son is selling it for him. So we got it at a good price with the gamble that it might be something we can fix up, or it might be just beyond repair and we kind of take our losses on it. So we're going to look at the roof and see where we go from there. Okay, so we're up on the roof now, and wow. But it seems like this one area here is peeling up. Now it doesn't look like it's the actual TPO. It looks like somebody has painted over the TPO with elastomeric type paint. So we're going to try and see what we can figure out with this. If there's any openings or any areas that's going to leak, we're going to put some repair tape on it. Now, Turnabond tape is probably the best tape you can use for temporary repairs of this nature, but Gorilla Tape sells a product similar to Turnabond. It's a little cheaper, and it's not a permanent fix by no means. It is a temporary fix, but it will stop water from coming into your coach or your trailer until you can get a permanent fix. Now, as crazy as it may sound, water damage very well come from places just like this. There's an opening here, and it's opened here. It's also opened here. All it takes is a heavy rain or a couple rainstorms for water to seep in through cracks like this and to get inside your coach. If that happens often enough, it'll accumulate inside and cause rot. All right, well, this side of the roof looks like it's in pretty good condition, short of a few piles of pine needles. This side all looks pretty good. There are no openings, cracks, nothing like here along the drip rail. Overall, it's a very solid looking roof. It just needs to be cleaned and repaired on the other side where the elastomeric's peeling up. We can get a better look if there's any openings once we scrub this. It's never a good idea to pressure wash an RV roof. Pressure from the machine can sometimes open up your TPO roofing or whatever kind of roofing membrane you have on top of these RVs. Just a regular brush you'd use to wash your car with, some Dawn detergent and a water hose. Oftentimes a pressure washer will create openings, and it'll also force water into any areas that you're wanting to repair. And also, you run the risk of scaring little guys like this. I don't think he really cares, but if the pressure washer was up here, he would be... Well, we're going to start here at the back, in the back of this trailer. Something really interesting I found is that the plug-in, the power cord, is in the very back of this trailer. Usually they're located on the side with everything else, but this one is in the very center in the back. It is a 30 amp plug. We're going to hook it up to a generator probably today or tomorrow and see whether the AC is good, the slide outs roll out, the awnings, to see what kind of shape it's in. So other than just being dirty, looks like it just needs a good wash. The awnings look like they're fairly decent. The front awning looks pretty good as well. So let's walk around to the front of the trailer here. The only concerns I really see right now, or immediate concerns, is this slide out. Apparently when it was brought in, was not brought in fully. There's a lot of gap here on this slide out, which is concerning. It lets bugs, moisture, and what have you into the trailer. But it's on the bottom. The top looks like it's pretty snug, so we may not have any issues. So let's see here. This is one of our side compartments. Looks like it's locked. I'll have to unlock that one. And this is our propane tank area. I don't know what is in. Oh, we got a propane tank. I don't know if there's any propane in it or not because I'm not reaching in. Too many spiders. I'll let Sarah deal with that. Well, the hitch seems to be in decent working order. Doesn't seem to be any glaring issues. Probably have to clean this plug out. A lot of corrosion stuff in there. I have to say I'm a little surprised. The front of this is a fiberglass cap, and over time they get brittle, they crack, they leak. From what I've seen, it's just kind of dirty. Just needs to be cleaned up. Now, as I'm filming this, you may notice these little bugs all over the trailer and in the air. These are not mosquitoes. They're referred to as blind mosquitoes. They're midges. And when they come out, they swarm. They don't bite. They don't cause any kind of irritation or anything like that. They're just an annoyance. There doesn't seem to be too many issues under here. A little bit of bellying. A little bit of trim is hanging down. That's about it, really. So let's see if this is locked under here. And how many spiders? Oh God, there's a spider right there. Let's see if this is locked. Don't know. No, it's not locked. Let's open this up and see what kind of adventure awaits in here. Oh wow, very cool. Got our pumps, sewer lines, LP tank on the right hand side. All right, let's move on. So this may or may not be a good sign. It might just be the plastic is hanging down, or we may have a whole lot of water damage. We don't know. All right, well, let's check out this door here. See what we have inside. How many spiders are waiting for me on this? Well, doesn't seem to be a whole lot. Just a mud dauber's nest on top of the LP tank. So we do have 2 LP tanks in here. All right, let's move on to the storage area, forward stowage. Oh, it's unlocked. That's awesome. What do we have in here? Oh, bonus. Got some charcoal. Got a really cool TV. Oh, we'll put this up for sale later. You can bid on that. Looks like a little patio carpet. Let's move on. All right, we closed up the forward stowage hatch. Looking at the awning now. It's a manual awning. And so far, it doesn't look that bad. The canvas could be, I've seen a lot worse, so it could be a lot worse shape. So that might be a bonus. Apparently, the glass has dropped down in this frame, and now there's a gap. And this gap is letting all kinds of water, bugs, everything else in there. Moisture in general just is no bueno as well. So the window seals all look pretty good. Really can't complain about that either. And most of the seals you see here that run along these trailers, they'll either crack, get really dry, and they hold a lot of moisture. Water runs straight down the trailer into there, which goes into the subfloor, which is really no good. Now, I want to let you guys know I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional RV person. My wife and I have done a lot of traveling over the years, and we've learned a lot, which is the whole idea for this channel. We want to pass on stuff we've learned to you guys, better ways of doing things. I'm sure better advice out there. We're just sharing what we have learned along the way. Okay, so that was the initial look at the exterior of this trailer. So far, we haven't seen anything that's too bad. The trailer does need a bath. It needs some TLC on the roof and a fresh set of tires. We will more than likely have to drill the door locks because the previous owner lost the keys, but we'll replace the original door lock with the keyless entry. Now, we still have to get inside and see what's waiting for us there. We have to see if the slide outs work, AC, the water heater, stove, water pump, and everything that makes an RV work, and also check to see if we have any rot in the floors or any interior water leaks. So stay tuned for more adventures with G4.